Zone 32 here. Sorry guys, it's been a bit. I've had some personal stuff going on. I replaced the brake pads on my truck here, and I'm still getting where I smell brake pads a little bit. So I'm gonna just go through a little helpful hint here on getting, if you got a 1-ton, getting these outer hubs off. I got a piece of wood here, or you get yourself a piece of 4x4 and put it under your lug nuts so you won't mess your threads up. And then what I got is I got a 7/8. I put on get these back nuts loose here, and like that one I can't. I just use another wrench and hook it in like that. Gives me a little more leverage. I'm just going to show you on how to get these off. There's a lot of other videos on ways to replace your brake pads and how to collapse your caliper. Sorry about the noise in the back. I got a couple of the other feathered helpers out here today with me. So, but anyways, just prop your hub so you can get in here and go around and get these loose. So watch when you're working or shoving on these, because you can nick the end of your threads on your studs coming out for your hub extension. So that's one reason I'm doing it this way. Another way you can do it, if you got strong enough, and I'll show you a quicker way to get this off. Oops, I don't know if you can see that 24mm socket. You can get it in here on the nut, and then I'll bring you guys around. You can see over here. And then I'm outside again. I get my garage cleaned up so I can work in there eventually. So we'll see that eventually here. But in the meantime, I got myself a piece of plywood to kneel on. As you can see, the holes here. Now, I'll go ahead and get this out of the way and show you real quick. Basically, I got DeWalt cordless impact, or if you can use a ratchet. Basically go through this hole. Some guys unthread it all the way. What I do is back that nut all the way up and then twist it. It's just enough room. You got to make sure your nuts kind of down in your socket a little bit, and you can get it out. So like that one come out, but if not, it's stuck in your socket. Turn about 2 or 3 turns on there, and then you can get it off. I got myself a little can here that I'm putting my stuff into. So let's see if I got this one, or finagle it out. All right. This out of the way. Let's go ahead and get yourself situated up in the thread so you can get yourself some leverage against the ground. If you were to say you couldn't find yourself a piece of wood and you did have a bar, the other thing you could do is go ahead and thread your lug nut on, and just make sure, or a couple lug nuts actually, and then you could go down with it if you had a metal bar or something. That way you protect your threads from getting chewed up. It does take a little bit to get these, unless you had a strong enough impact gun, which my cordless one here isn't. You can get in with your extension, a longer extension even than what I got, and use your impact driver to get these off. There we go. All right, get that piece of wood out of our way for now. In here. Like that one don't want to come out. Oh. That's gonna make a liar out of me. There we go. And these ones, if I didn't mention, the socket, the other socket I got is a 22 millimeter. Or if you're using the standard size, it's 7/8. And I still will have the other videos on the completion of the EGR, deleting that. I gotta get shared up with you guys. And some of the bolt sizes. You can see, I believe up in here. If not, I have a, can't really see, the sun's right. Hopefully you guys aren't, you're getting a little bit of glare. Try to get you guys positioned where not getting that glare. Alright, you can see I got a bungee cord up here. You'll need one of them. Alright, this one ended up coming off. The other one, I ended up, I had to go around, and be careful if you do. I went around on the back side with a hammer here and just slowly rotated, and as I tapped, I rotated it, tapped, rotated, and then this, your hub assembly will come off. And I believe, let me check about correct or not. Yeah. Here's your lug nuts. And they are 24 as well. Let's see. Focus in there. There you go. Another way to make that easier on yourself is go ahead and get them loosened up by hand. I got myself a big commercial 4-way, more for like semis and bigger trucks, or for farm equipment. So that's what I use to get everything loose first, and then I went around with the cordless gun and was able to zip everything off. Over here a little bit, show you what bungee cord and that's for. Like I said, I'm not going to collapse the brake pad and all that, but I'll show you what why I got that. And this is a 17 millimeter. What I'm doing is getting the caliper also need your keys. There's two 17 millimeter nuts back here for your caliper. And watch when you're, I'm holding it right now, when you're taking your caliper bolt out. There is for your caliper a slider piece in here with a grommet. Looks like it might be a 1 inch, so that it don't turn on you, so you can get your caliper bolt out. Our can over here. Okay, now I got 2 screwdrivers. Just want to go back and forth and work my caliper back and forth. Other one. Watch when you're sticking in here too, you don't gouge your brake pads unless you're replacing them, and then it ain't gonna matter. But the ones I got on here are good. I just put them on here a little bit ago. You want to work your caliper back and forth, then you'll have to, I got dual pistons on these, you want to collapse these back in. But anyways, what you want, hook it up here on your spring like I got it. You can use a shorter one, longer one. Let's get yourself a bungee. And go back around the spring again. And you can just loop it, or I go in the 1 caliper bolt here. If I can get my finger out of the way, there we go. That holds that up so you don't destroy your ABS line or your brake hose, and then these will come out. Set them aside where they're safe, and let's see if we can get this loose. What I got is a 1/2 inch, 24 millimeter. And then I'm going to try, hopefully I can, nope. Alright. Get a different position on this. And I don't have a breaker bar, unfortunately. The ones I do have, I broke them all. Hopefully I don't break this ratchet, but alright, I can't get on that, so I'm going to turn the wheel. Alright, let's see if oh, there we go. Another thing you can do if you had good impact, I don't believe my cordless would do this, but through and make sure you got good footing. And watch when you come down. Sorry, guys. You guys went for a little trip there. Watch when you come down. Bring you back over here. See what I'm doing. Just watch when you do that. You don't come down and rip your foot into the bottom bolt on this. But you want to go through and top one in, loosen it up. Looks like I got a seal I may end up having to replace here in the future too. Bottom bracket off. Watch the edges on these. Lift up on your caliper bracket assembly. There's the bolts. And then these will come off. And here's where the slide pieces I was talking about. Take them out and grease them and clean them up and all that. I've already checked all these, but and then yeah, you guys got a picture. Once you get all that done, be careful. Wiggle this off, and there we go. And then we're going to take these up. A lot of people end up just putting new ones on. I'm going to see if these ones they get turned. You'll have to check your local auto parts in your area and see who doesn't or don't, or who does and doesn't turn any of them yet. Some places got out of it. It's just the expense of what it costs anymore. It's almost like half the cost sometimes of what they charge to have them turned as to replace them. For a local one, per rotor, they're around $72, and to have them turned, if they're hopefully in spec and enough material, is $14. So that's your decision to make. At this time, I'm going to end up having these just turned, hopefully, and then we will put some newer ones on or update them in the future for some other brand that I'll share with you later. And then also, when you're in here, just go through and check all your studs. Make sure your threads are looking good. Don't have any of your studs backed out here on your backing plate or your hub. Check your U-joints. As you can tell, we got a little bit of play starting. So that's something that I'll end up watching here, and it does look like I got a seal leaking, so it'll be another future video that I'll share with you as far as getting into that and replacing that seal. I'll just make sure to monitor it and watch it. I know it's an issue, so. But all right, hopefully this will give you some ideas if you have to get into this, and then we'll go from here. So, Zone 32 out.